When war tears nations apart, when governments collapse and currencies crumble, something else rises. In the darkness of chaos, under the whisper of fear, a new economy is born, one not written in laws, but in desperation. Not run by banks, but by people willing to risk everything. This is the story of black markets and gold, the hidden economy of survival.
Every empire believes its money will last forever, but history laughs at that illusion. When paper turns to dust, when inflation devours savings, when soldiers stop being paid, life doesn't stop. It simply moves underground. The block market becomes the true marketplace, gold becomes the real money, and survival becomes the only law. The black market isn't evil. It's human. It's what happens when the system breaks and people still need to eat, heal, and live. During World War II, Europe starved under ration cards. But behind every ration line was a whisper. Someone selling bread, butter, or fuel, off the books. In the ashes of cities, ordinary people became merchants of survival. Gold never dies. When governments fail and currencies vanish, gold remains untouched by politics or borders. In every war, every collapse, people turn to gold. From Roman soldiers to modern refugees, a small coin of gold could buy safety, passage, or a new life. It doesn't ask for faith like paper does. It only demands weight and worth.
During the Second World War, black markets ran through occupied Europe like hidden veins. Gold stolen from vaults, art looted from homes, and jewelry stripped from victims flowed silently across borders. Switzerland's banks turned blind eyes. Merchants traded in shadows, and neutral nations became brokers of blood-stained gold. Behind the war's front lines was another battlefield, the war for wealth.
In Warsaw, in Paris, in Berlin, the black market became the real city beneath the city. People bartered with cigarettes, food, medicine, and jewelry. Money had no meaning. Value was measured in survival. A can of meat could buy loyalty. A loaf of bread could buy silence. And a ring of gold could buy your life.
While men fought wars, women fought hunger. They smuggled bread under their coats, bartered clothes for milk, and risked prison for their children's next meal. These women became silent pillars of the black market, the quiet economists of survival. Where governments failed, mothers succeeded.
Even in America, black markets thrived during wartime. Gasoline, sugar, and meat were rationed, but corruption found a way. From small-town butchers to Wall Street smugglers, everyone wanted a taste of forbidden profit. When rules tighten, rebellion becomes a currency.
After the bomb stopped, a new war began, the Cold War. Behind the Iron Curtain, black markets were not a choice, but a necessity. In Soviet Russia, a pair of blue jeans was worth more than gold. In East Germany, a Beatles record was a treasure. Freedom was traded one secret deal at a time.
Decades passed, but gold never left the shadows. When Argentina's peso collapsed, gold coins reappeared in markets. When Venezuela's cash lost value, people traded jewelry for bread. Even today, in war-torn regions, gold and crypto replace dying currencies. The black market has simply gone digital.
To some, the black market is criminal. To others, it's survival. The truth lies between. It's not greed that builds these secret economies. It's fear, hunger, and hope. When the official world fails, the human spirit creates its own.
In a black market, there are no contracts, no receipts, only trust. A handshake under the moon could mean life or death. One broken word could destroy a family. One loyal trade could save one. The economy of shadows was built on something stronger than money, faith.
In the hidden markets, everything had value.
even the worthless. A bottle of medicine, a pack of cigarettes, a single egg. Gold was precious, but food was divine. Survival reshapes what we think money is. When luxury dies, necessity becomes the new gold.
Many of the greatest acts of resistance began in black markets. Smugglers carried food to starving cities. Doctors traded supplies in secret. And rebels financed freedom with forbidden gold. In every shadow, a flicker of light remained. The light of survival, defiance, and hope. When peace returned, the black markets vanished as quietly as they came. The traders disappeared back into society, unthanked, unremembered. Yet they had sustained entire nations. They had proved one eternal truth. When all systems fail, human trade, born from necessity, will always find a way.
Today, black markets have new names: the dark web, crypto trade, underground economy. The same forces, greed, survival, control, still shape them. Gold has become code, and secret handshakes are now encrypted. But the story hasn't changed. Only the tools have.
The hidden economy teaches us humility. It reminds us that wealth isn't what banks define, it's what people value. And in times of crisis, real value returns to the simplest things: food, freedom, faith, and gold.
Gold has survived empires because it mirrors the human spirit, enduring, untamed, incorruptible. It shines brightest in darkness. When the lights of civilization flicker, gold and the black market rise again, not to destroy, but to sustain what remains of humanity.
Survival always has a cost. For some, it was their morals. For others, their freedom. For a few, everything. But every hidden act of trade, every silent deal was proof of one thing: humanity never gives up, even when the law does. From ancient Rome to modern wars, from secret Soviet alleys to digital networks, the hidden economy has always followed the same golden thread. When power fails, people adapt. And when money dies, trade lives on.
The black market isn't just a place, it's a mirror. It reflects the best and worst of who we are. Greed, courage, desperation, ingenuity all collide in its shadows. It reminds us that even in darkness, life finds a way to trade, to move, to endure.
The story of black markets and gold is not just about money. It's about survival, resilience, and the unbreakable will to live. When the world turns dark, remember this: somewhere, someone is still trading hope. Because as long as humans breathe, the hidden economy of survival will never die.
Black markets and gold, the hidden economy of survival. History doesn't always happen in daylight. Sometimes it's written in the shadows.